Let me see. I'm waiting. There we go. I see it on the screen now. Let me go here. Boom, boom. Okay. Waiting on the folks to tune in. See it. Ooh, let me turn it down over here. Hey, y'all tune in, man. We got some. Okay. Let's ready to get started. Hold on. What's up, y'all? I know it's was all kind of stuff going on right now, guys. It don't make no sense. Y'all make sure y'all share this live too, man. Get more people on these live. Shout out to Fort Lauderdale. Hey, man, let's get some more people on these live. Y'all make sure y'all share. Hey, y'all. Okay. Hey, where all the Florida people coming in? What about Dallas? We say I'm chasing storm. We ain't chasing storm. We got real news right now. Not saying the storm, but we got, that storm chasing a whole nother ball game for me. But I specialize in uh, crime news, guys. So I'm a news chaser. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yes. Okay, we're going to go and get started and let everybody come on in a minute. Okay. We'll let everybody come on in a minute, guys. Um, okay, it was an incident with hold on. Early morning incident. It was a shooting in Dallas that left a woman dead and 5-year-old injured. Okay. Dallas police are investigating the shooting that left a young woman dead and an infant injured. And later that they said that the infant was injured. But on May 27th, shortly after 4 a.m., officers responded to a shooting called on a 500 block of South Kerr Avenue. Upon arriving, they found the victim, 23-year-old Takara, and mom go correct me on the name if I'm not getting it right. Takara Nashay Reese Wyndham, inside a vehicle suffering from a gunshot wound. She was transported to an area hospital where she died from her injuries. It was also stated that a 5-month-old infant was in the vehicle at the time of the shooting. The infant was transported to a local hospital with unknown condition. I'm reading off for the article, guys. No arrests have been made at this time, and the police have no suspect description. Authorities believe the victim may have known her shooter. Okay, and they say anyone with information regarding shooting asked to contact Detective Jose Ortiz at 214-671-4310. Okay, also, and let me get on something else too, guys. Also, there's a picture of him. Mom was concerned on with the CPS because she's the grandmother and they wouldn't let her get her grandbaby. And she couldn't understand that. So we do have mom on the live, and I'm finna bring mom on in just a second. Let me unmute her real quick. Let's have a problem with remembering that part. Okay. Mom, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm finna get ready. Boom. Mom. Here we go. Now introduce yourself, mom.
Hi, my name is Lavon Richardson. I'm Takara's mother.
So I did say the name right. Okay.
Yes.
Um Now let's go with the CPS situation first. Now what's going on with the CPS situation?
CPS had me come out, told me my daughter was deceased over the phone. I got down, told me I needed to come get my grandbaby. I got down there and they got to asking me questions about my daughter and the relationship with the father. And then they came back and said, well, we can't let you have her because of the nature of the relationship. Well, my daughter is deceased and he's the suspect. So why would I not be able to take the baby? And they were like, well, you're not the next of kin. Well, how is that so? I'm my daughter's mother. If the father isn't the one who can take place, I should be the next in line. That was my child. Well, they told me no. They took my granddaughter. I've been reaching out to who's supposed to be the case worker, and she wasn't responding. She just responded today, but she like just no good treatment. I went down to Child Protective Services office in Dallas. They wouldn't speak to me. They told me there was no supervisors available for me to talk to, no management, no one who could speak to me on me getting my granddaughter and why they have taken her and why can I not have her. So I'm being investigated for a baby who's lived with me since she was born. She's been in my house and lived with me since my daughter came back and moved home once she had her baby. And that was that. She's been with me. She's been at my house every day. Child Protective Services also tried to put out like on a paper that day when I was at the hospital. They put down neglectful supervision. How can they even come up with an assumption of anything being neglectful? Neglectful. My daughter's dead. She didn't know he was going to kill her. She didn't know she was pulling into that situation. And the only reason why she would have been in Dallas in the first place was because of the child's father. That's the only one who she knew over there. She didn't really, have friends or people over there. I have a cousin over there, but that wasn't why she was over there at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know. It's just they seem real shady. They don't respond to you. They don't answer questions, and they just take your children. So what they're doing is wrong, and it's not helping the situation. I just lost my child. Why am I not able to have my granddaughter? This is an extension of me. This is a part of her. I should be able to have her. They're sending me through loops, and so now I'm having to get a lawyer to combat Child Protective Services, and that I shouldn't even have to go through this.
Yes, because I haven't heard of that before. I don't understand. I don't know what they thinking. And you said they didn't really say why.
Irregardless of what they're thinking, it had nothing to do with me.
Right,
Me and my household is fine, like so
right.
with the kid going to a safe location. My house is safe. My house is the safest. That's where she's been. That's where she's been cared for. Now they were wondering about him. No, he didn't know where I lived, and I explained that to her. He doesn't know where I live. He hasn't known where I live. We moved months ago, so she's
Maybe you
just they.
think that's
It's
what.
a game that they play. It's a game that they play, and I don't know if it's because we black, you know, but it's
Do
a
you
game that we play.
do you think that that's maybe one was one of the reasons because he might know where to come to and put y'all up?
Even if that was a reason, I have other family members who he's never even visited their homes, seen
Okay,
them or nothing, because he's never been to this house that I'm at now. But even if you thought that he may figure out where I live at, I have other family members that I told her that the baby can go to. I have other sisters here. I have cousins here. I have a cousin who has a foster care license and that's located in Dallas. She could have went with her. No.
okay. So basically, it seems like CPS is dropping the ball on this. That's basically what it is.
Yes. Yes. Even though they're telling me they're doing all that they can, I don't see how that is. Because my granddaughter should never have to be with a foster family right now. She's with a foster family.
Right,
As if she doesn't have her own family. And then they
right.
told me because now they have rights. How the hell do you have rights to a kid that don't have nothing to do with you? If anybody who has rights over that child, it should be me. It should never be them. I,
And,
I,
and
I just I understand laws are what they are, but the laws are bullshit, and there needs to be better laws for grandparents. Seriously, because there's a lot of young people who are losing their lives, who have children, and their mothers and their fathers have to step in and take place. This isn't
right.
right on no level.
And how old is the baby again?
She's 5 months.
So I did have it right, 5 months. Okay, and
Yes. And I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny, but they take kids and it's like modern day slavery with child protective services. They take your kids and they adopt them off. We know people don't want the big kids, but them babies, oh, it's people who can't have kids that want them babies. And they make people pay for them babies.
right.
Oh, it's money. It's a modern day slavery. And I'm not one that's gonna go down without a fight. I ain't going down without a fight, and I'm gonna be heard. You're not gonna play with minds like that.
Okay, and you say, oh, and what is the attorney saying in this situation?
Well, I just like we're trying to obtain an
Right,
attorney, but the we're lately I just been talking to the Child Protective Services, so
right.
I can't I can't be emotional. I can't be irate because
Right.
then I'm painted to be this person, even though I got this pain that ain't
Man,
gonna
you go
ever go
have it.
away.
Right.
And I gotta bottle it up to deal with them because if I deal with them in an emotional state, then I'm unfit to take care of my grandchild. So right now, I'm just at the mercy of whatever they're telling me until I get some counsel.
So the baby have been placed in temporary custody at this time.
As she's with a foster family.
That's cold. Okay, now let me ask you. We hate to go to this, but we got to get to this. The situation with your daughter,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna say alleged, but it's alleged that it's the child's father, right?
Yes. Yes.
Was it any kind of abuse that you knew of?
No, I never. I never seen anything abusive or she would tell me they got into it, but she never went into detail with what the into it was.
Right.
And but as far as anything I've ever seen, no, I've never seen him physically. He never physically put his hands on my daughter in
That's what I'm
front of
trying to
me.
get at. Okay.
Yeah, he's never, no, never, he's never done like nothing like that in front of me. No.
Okay, so it's no prior domestic violence or nothing with domestic history of violence with them that you know of.
No. Well, he has another kid's mother who basically said he choked her out
Oh,
until she blacked out in front of her kids. So that's a known
oh,
history of domestic, and he actually was in jail and went to jail for it.
oh,
He was convicted of it, yeah, and got out of jail and all that. So he sank. They say zebras can't change their stripes.
oh. Okay, see, that's what I'm trying to get at because it's like I wonder was it something
Nah,
because
it's running his history with women, anyways. I've never heard of him having an issue with men. From what I've heard, it's always women.
and see I was just trying to see what would make him just go out that way and like come on
The way he murdered my baby
with the with the
with her
with his
baby in the car. He
with their
shot the
baby in the
car
car.
up with his own freaking daughter in the car. No regards for her mother and no regards for her. None of his family has contacted me. None of them.
I was just gonna
I
ask you
hope they
that.
hear this. None of them, not the grandmother, not the mother, not the sisters, none of them have called to say anything about my daughter, to say they're sorry, to say anything about the baby. Nothing. I've heard nothing from none of them.
Boy, that's cold. I was just gonna
Very
ask you
cold.
that. I was just gonna ask you, have you spoke with the other side of the family? Is he currently
No,
so he's not in jail at this time, right?
no, no. They're looking for him. That's all I know. Is they have a warrant out for his arrest. They're looking for him.
Yeah, I know they God dog. Okay, so the reason why I got to ask him because I'm really trying to see what would make CPS like if you think the possibly the family said something to them or something. I don't know. But
Honestly, honestly, for them to even have that neglectful supervision down and to just handle everything the way that they've handled it, as if in my daughter wasn't a victim, isn't dead. Like she just ain't shit and took her baby outside, and yeah, we this is her fault. That's how they're handling it. That's how I've been handled. I'm treated like I've done something wrong, like my daughter did something wrong, but we're the victims. And I'm not
right,
understanding why the victims are treated like this. And if these are the laws that they have in Texas, these laws need to change.
right.
These laws need to change. There's no reason why there should be added pain to a painful situation. They call grand juries all the time.
Right.
Indictments all the time, and it be after hours, whatever, whatever, and they work shit out. Same thing. If y'all was looking for me to come and get me, y'all would have handled it different. But because I feel like because y'all don't care, because it's another black girl, another
Right.
black kid, we're handled differently.
Okay. Okay. On the let me go to step forward. Like on funeral arrangements, how well, have y'all came up with anything on the funeral arrangements?
Well, no, we haven't come up with anything on the funeral arrangements because number one, they haven't even released my baby's body. I guess it's still under investigation or whatever. So whenever the body's released, then I'll be able to move forward with that. But I can't do nothing for my baby until I have her baby. We
Right.
can't celebrate my daughter's life until the part of her that was the best part of her is there.
Right. And I'm asking the question, not trying to be disrespectful, but what about insurance wise? Do you have insurance, or how would
No.
you need fund? You would need help with
Yes.
burial, because I know
Yes.
that.
She was 23. I just hadn't
Right.
thought that far ahead, but I mean, for people, I advise y'all, you just never know. You never know. You
And
think
I
you got a lifetime with a person,
okay,
and you
they do.
don't.
Do you have anything set up for anyone if they wanted to help with your funeral?
They could send something to, they could Zelle, they can Cash App. I think one of her friends set up a GoFundMe for the lawyer for to get the baby.
Right.
They can donate to that as well. Yeah.
Well,
My
I get that
Zelle.
information and put it in the comments or something,
Okay. Okay.
and that way, yeah, it is. As someone saying, it's important to have man. And then the way the way the world going right now, insurance high, so it's kind of hard. You know, man, it's hard on
It
on
is.
yes. So
It's just hard on all ends. It is. It's crazy out here. But what I should have done or what I didn't do, that's irrelevant in this point. At this
exactly,
point, for whoever is commenting, because at the end of the day, I just never thought I'd be sitting here. So
exactly.
be kind with your words, people, because you never know what position or what seat you'll be sitting in life, and that's real.
Ooh, man, see, yeah, yes, that's real. And so right now, and I did hear you say, and I just can't believe you say them the family hadn't even said anything, and y'all usually talk.
No,
So do you?
well, I mean, I haven't heard anything, and all I know is like with social media, you can reach out to anybody if you want to get a message to anybody. That's one thing I know about these kids today. They know how to get on these phones and reach people and say stuff to people in any kind of way. So if they wanted to reach out, they could have reached out. I
Right,
haven't heard from any of them. They could have reached out through her friends, through anybody. I haven't heard anything. So they haven't called. They haven't said anything. Not even about the baby. Not even to call to ask if my daughter was okay, but the baby. Nothing.
okay. Let me ask you, what was the mom's relationship with the son? Do you know? They
His mother,
yes,
from what I heard, his mother did not mess with him. His grandmother was the one who called the shots for him, but his mother, which it speaks volumes, and I told my daughter this. You got to mess up bad with your mama if your mama ain't messing with you. If your family don't mess with you, then you need to look deeper into that situation because it's the reason why. Because your family be usually the ones that love you. So if they're not willing to mess with you, what have you done? So I really don't know what the strain is with that. I've just heard that him and his mother wasn't close. They didn't have a relationship, and he lived with his grandmother, and his grandmother raised him. That's what I heard.
God, dog, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And Santa Claus Funeral Home helps people that don't. Okay, she'll go back and see all this stuff. I'll just and again. So when were you supposed to? So when you supposed to be in contact with CPS again?
Well, I called her today. She told me that they're supposed to come out to do a home study. So I'm trying to figure out when that is. And we'll go from there once they come and check my home out and stuff. I guess and I deem me fit to take care of my grandchild.
Okay, man, that's messed up. That's messed up, man.
It is.
I had someone say, man, it's so important for the young ladies to check backgrounds on people, man.
And not even just to check backgrounds. If the situation is toxic, you young girls need to listen. Believe them when they say they gonna do what they say they gonna do. Don't think it's cute. Don't sit here and blow it off as oh he playing. Nah, listen. Love yourself. Cause you set the standard on how somebody's gonna love you. If you don't love you, they gonna walk all over you. You gotta love you and your baby more than you wanna have that existence of a relationship, more than what you wanna have them pictures look like, cause that be a facade. Love yourself. For real. I never saw my daughter being in this spot. I've
Eh,
always taught her to be the type of woman to where she is strong and independent because that's what lies in me.
right.
But
Okay.
at some point she was vulnerable to this man. And I understand the relationship be different when you have a kid with somebody. But sometimes, they're not mature enough to make the decision like, okay, this ain't good for me. You
Right.
can know that it's not good and still try to stay because you got that little bit of hope that it's gonna work out.
Right.
Mm-mm. My baby had that little bit of hope, and that little bit of hope got her ass killed.
Ah, dog. So, and somebody asked about the cash app, so I'm gonna make sure I get y'all cash app and Zelle so I can put them in the comments. But okay, and I want to ask this question and just answer how you can. But the day that happened, did your daughter say anything to you to make her feel like she's in danger?
No. So actually, me and my daughter and my son, we had lunch that day, my granddaughter. And she left me and I asked her where was she going. And she told me she was gonna go to Dallas for a little while. That was it. That was the last time I seen my baby. She really thought she was just going. I mean, I thought she was just going over there with her dad, with the baby daddy or whatever, because I knew he lived in Dallas or whatever. But no, um, no, uh, she didn't.
So it
Like
wasn't
she
even.
didn't let, like they wasn't into it or anything that I knew of. Before she left and went over there. No,
That's what I was trying to get at. So we only
yeah,
so
there was
so
no
basically this
issues that
dude
she
done flipped
reported to
out.
me.
That's basic.
Yeah, something set him off in such a way to where he just did the most unspeakable thing I ever thought that somebody could do is take my baby from me.
Okay, mom. Um, I will. I'm finna get ready in this live. What I would do is I'll make sure I put your cash apps or your crime against victims give you up to 5,000. There's some programs, but still, sometimes families need more because I also have a
Yeah,
baby she left behind would need diapers and wipes and all kind of stuff. So
any
I'm gonna help her.
programs, anything. I'm not one to beg or ask people for nothing, but I've never been in this situation before in my life, and it's the most painful thing I've ever had to endure. And so I humbly, as humble as I can be, anything,
Well, I can
anything.
tell you, Miss Mattai, we go get the help you need, man. Um,
Yeah.
and okay, I'm finna get ready in this live, and I will call you after this over with, so I can get all y'all ways of
Okay.
getting, your cash app
Okay.
and stuff, so that way we can go on and start getting the thing. Definitely true. Please post cash app, and I will donate. So I'm finna get that going. So I'm finna end this live so we can get that going. So we take on the next
Okay.
step and just keep me updated. Okay.
All right.